The Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Daft Hour. It's the Daft Hour. It's the Daft Hour. The Daft Hour on CVFM.
I'm not real, but when I'm in the Middlesbrough, I listen to the Daft Hour.
Inspirational music. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. All you need to do is listen to inspirational music. You've got a mountain to climb? Don't worry about it. Bang on some Robert Miles. Robert Miles is what you listen to, isn't it, when you climb mountains?
Yeah.
Bum-ba-dum.
Okay, so the opening track was Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack.
Yes.
And this track is, what I'm trying to do most times is use something from the Free Music Archive, and this is Scott Holmes, Driven to Success.
It's lovely.
And it's some background music which you can use royalty for free.
Ooh, very good.
As long as you don't commercially make any money from it.
No.
And we're definitely not making money from this, are we?
No.
Hi, welcome to the Daft Hour. I am
Hour.
Bambi Rashid.
Hello.
Hiya.
I'm Elvis Herod.
Hi, Elvis. You haven't been here for a while.
Aye,
have you?
not too bad. Yeah,
I didn't ask how you were. I just pointed out you haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah,
That's
thanks,
not
yeah.
too bad. Not too bad that I'm here.
Goes to show how much I listen to you as well, doesn't it?
How are you doing, Elvis?
Oh, you know, about 30.
About 30.
Yeah,
That-
fair
that-
to middle.
Fair to middle, yeah. I mean, like, are you a medium rare on the steak?
Oh, I'm well done today.
You're well done, okay.
Overcooked.
Jimmy, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too shabby.
So good. I'm
Okay.
happy with that.
Yeah.
So as you can hear by the lack of his voice, Morgan's not here.
Oh,
Does anyone know why?
he had some bad bat, didn't he?
Some bad bat. Did you have a bad batch of bat?
A bad batch of bat.
Bad batch of bat. Yeah. I heard that he's counting all his toenail collection.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah, I heard he's doing that. I heard he's pushing popcorn up a hill.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. I also heard he's watching a full collection of Jonathan Creek on VHS. I heard that.
Right.
Yeah, I heard he's chasing rainbows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I also heard he's polluting rivers and streams, but not Becks. Bit weird. I heard he's testing floor gum for flavour. I heard he's punching donkeys. I heard he's pole dancing. I heard he's facing financial ruin. I heard he's shouting at the moon. I heard he's trying his hardest to think up of a new colour.
Yeah.
And I've also heard he's taking time to travel to top table tennis tournaments.
He's taking time to travel to top table tennis tournaments.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
one.
what he's doing. That's what I've heard he's doing.
What's up with Bex? That's what I want to know.
With Bex. Why he doesn't want to pollute Bex?
Yeah.
Because Posh and Bex are his favourite.
I knew it. I always knew that.
Welcome
It's written in the stars.
Welcome to the Daft Hour. So,
I've just been spat at.
I just spat at you, didn't I?
spat a bit.
Jimmy Smithereens just spat on us.
Did he just Jeff?
I've just been gobbed at. I feel really welcome back
God.
here.
It's alright, it's nice, guys.
Yeah, not so bad, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
That was quite funny as well, because halfway through that one I said, is that it? And you went, yeah, and then carried on with some more. We're all just in our own private bubble today.
We are. Private Bubble, that's my my name in the army.
The private bubble.
Private Bubble. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Hi. So, if anyone wants to contact the show, you can give us a little call on 01642 688 104.
That's
01642 688 104.
That's
You can contact us on Facebook by typing our name and leaving us a message. I don't think we're streaming today. So I'm not
That's
sure.
a shame.
Maybe we are. If we are, just flick the V's at you. Sorry, Daddy. So how's everyone diddling? Like, I know we've done this bit, but I'm actually genuinely interested in how you're feeling. Like, if you had to describe your feelings as a dish, a food dish, what would it be?
Mine would be a chicken scallop.
Chicken scallop.
That's been put in the bin and then picked out again.
Okay, so now when you say chicken scallop, is it one you have prepared yourself by getting a chicken breast, butterflying it, and then pounding it, and then breading it? Or is it a pre-bought one with, like, from a supermarket that's pre-breaded?
It's a restaurant one.
Oh, it's a restaurant one?
Yeah, and the chef has gone through the bin.
Yeah.
Because someone in the restaurant was like, can I have one? And the chef was like, I'll have to go and have a look. So he went into the kitchen and he was like, we binned that last one. Should we scoop it out and give it a bit of a wipe?
Wipe it off, yeah.
And then that's what I am. That's how I feel right
So you feel like a wiped off...
Yeah, like a bin chicken.
I mean, are you seasoned well?
I think so.
Oh.
I think I was from a previous meal.
Right, so
it was
you're
thrown away.
You are cooked.
I am cooked already. So they're just going to heat me up in the microwave and send me back out again.
Do that.
I know it's terrible. Terrible.
Oh, I don't like that.
Do you know what? Have you seen, the film The Witches? Roald Dahl's The Witches?
Yeah.
I think that happens in that film. I think I just remembered that. and just said that. I can't quite remember whether it was a chicken. A scallop. But I'm not sure.
Did they put anything on the chicken scallop? Is it just a chicken scallop?
I think it's just a chicken scallop.
Did you have boiled potatoes with it?
I think it was just on its own.
No,
yeah, covered in flies.
Weird, isn't
covered
it?
in flies.
Flies, chicken scallop. This has got off to a very odd start even for us. So that's how you
It's
feel.
nice to be back.
Okay, Jimmy. If you had to describe yourself as a dish, what would it be?
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash is the reason. Are you feeling meaty and mashy?
I'm always feeling meaty.
Yeah.
But just a bit of mashy too.
I'm sure this has come up on the show before, but I can't touch mash.
Really?
Yeah, the texture of it was.
Can you
really
eat it,
awful.
though?
Yes, absolutely. But
You
if
just
I
can't
need
touch
to,
it?
if I need to put my fingers in some mash for any reason,
Like to find something that you've lost.
yeah, I often do hide my food in
Like
mash.
like a small pony or something.
It's something like
Like
maybe
in the Crystal Dome.
yeah, I mean, it's some kind of weird self-punishment. I put my most important things in mash, and then I have to go and get it, and I don't like it, and it's like,
Would you go and fetch that important thing from the mash? Would you? And you're,
can you
why
not
me?
do it? Can you not do
You
it?
do it this time.
And so that's a constant argument at home with my wife is who's going to put the fingers in the mash.
Where do you keep it in like a cupboard, a closet sort of thing? The mash closet.
The mash cupboard, yeah.
cupboard
The mash
of
cupboard,
mash.
yeah.
Now, like snow, when people open the door
it's
and
just
it's
mash.
just mash. It doesn't fall down. It's just there.
I feel
kinda-
sick.
What would you feel like if you were covered in mash all over? Though? Would that be better?
Yeah. No.
It'd be better than sand, wouldn't it?
No.
Would you prefer sand? Because that all gets in your crevices and stuff, doesn't it?
Oh,
If you've got mash in there, it'd be all right.
No, I don't like it.
With a bit of milk and butter as well.
No,
See, this is coming from a
Maybe
bin
go
chicken.
lumpy mash or smooth. Does it matter?
I can't touch any of it.
No.
It's just weird, isn't it? But it's the starch in it. I think it feels really horrible and.
So if you were to just get like a normal sized full-bodied potato,
Yes.
put it in your gob,
Num num num.
masticate for a bit, and then gob it out.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase that. Chew it,
Yeah.
and then spit it into your hand, and
Right.
then is that the same sort of
Why would
feeling?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't spit mash. Well, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't
just
spit
weird,
chewed
isn't
a
it?
potato into your hand, unless you just heard a funny joke. You're like, like that. And
Oh yeah. I don't know if my own saliva would counterbalance the
like
the mash feeling.
It would be a different consistency altogether, perhaps, because
Yeah.
of your saliva.
Maybe it's more like when in Aliens,
Yeah.
like the acid gets thrown at them. Maybe
Yeah.
my saliva is acid to mash.
It's like Jesus turning water into wine.
Sorry, I've took your feelings and
No,
took-
you it's exactly how I feel.
Right,
Yeah.
you feel like bangers and mash.
I just feel like you'd be afraid of it, so it scares me for you.
I could eat it, not a problem, but yeah, just don't.
I
ask
didn't
me to
know
touch
this
it.
about. I didn't know.
Oh, it's just another weird thing
It's
about
another
Bambi. What's weird about Bambi?
I'm going to take it you wouldn't like waking up and those smash robots have all tied you up and start like throwing stuff in your face.
If they tied me up and threw stuff in my face, I would be most upset. And then what would be worse is if Bodger and Badger come along as well.
Oh, we all know what they like.
Oh,
Everyone knows Bambi doesn't like mashed potato.
Well, putting his hand in it.
Putting his hand in it.
Can you imagine, like, what's that show where they go to the jungle? I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah.
Instead of like insects and horrible creatures and things like that, it's just you putting your hand in a tree that's got a mash in it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't touch it. I can't do it. Sorry, no food for the camp again.
Surely there are things that people don't like to touch that are non-rude, that we can, like, everyone must have something.
Spikes.
Yeah, no, okay.
What do you mean, food?
Food or just textures.
Do you know what, this is really strange, that when I remember a day at school, probably primary school, when we were all sat on the carpet and the teacher was, we were talking about this very thing. The teacher was asking us to put our hands up and tell her what things that we didn't like to touch, or something that you would touch and your hand would pull away from it.
Right.
And I remember putting my hand up and saying a thorn, and there was another student in the class that put his hand up and said dog poo.
Very valid point.
It was very funny. Yeah, he got into loads of trouble as well. David, get out! Well, but you would do, miss.
No, but it's not
It's
wrong.
true, he wasn't wrong, exactly.
You don't voluntarily touch dogs.
He said S instead of P, though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dog
Rookie
sausages.
mistake.
Yeah.
Sog poo.
Sog.
I once met a sog.
Did you?
Yeah.
What is one?
It's a three-legged creature
Right.
from Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a mythical creature, obviously.
Yeah.
And I met it somehow. So it has 3 legs, 2 tails, 1 eye, and a terrible sense of direction. And they're all called Ian.
And what are they again? What are the...
Sogs. But you know when one's coming because you can hear this kind of weird...
Yeah. That's like a gallop.
Yeah, but three-legged
with just
gallop.
3 legs. Yeah.
And there's a faint smell of juniper oil, and you can hear any of Phil Collins' back catalogue because they play it on a ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sogs do.
From Belgium.
The Belgian
Now
sog.
you mention that, I think I remember being told that story.
About the Belgian sog.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Belgian sog, the 3-legged Belgian sog.
Yeah, called Ian.
Called Ian.
All of them are
All of
called
them
Ian.
are, yeah.
I mean, you can't distinguish one from the other.
No.
Well, you can if you get to know them. They all
Well,
have different quirks.
And shoes, possibly,
personality.
as well. Do they wear different types of shoes?
Yes, but they do swap them just to confuse things.
Ah, right. Because with 3, that'd be difficult shopping, wouldn't it, if you were a Belgian sog?
No, just 2 of them get together and buy 6.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
And divvy them up.
Do they ever wear Crocs?
No, because they're not children.
And what about socks?
Sogs wear socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this-
Do they ever put flippers on?
Yeah.
The galloping would sound a little different.
Yeah.
Could you,
Like-
yeah.
I don't know, yeah, it's a bit like that because you've got the step and then the
course.
claps you got.
Yeah. Can they swim?
Yeah. Not very well. Well, actually, they use 2 of the legs for the power, and they just go up and down not in sequence together, in parallel. And the third leg is like a rudder, helps steer them.
That kicks away predators as well, doesn't it?
It's the predator kicking
Because with only having the one eye as well, they don't see predators coming, do they?
They're not, but they as they swim, their arms flail.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous flailing, and it's not to aid the swimming; it's to
Entertainment.
scare off. It's an entertaining sog from Belgium called Ian.
The Belgian sog.
This is all true.
I love that.
Yeah,
Look them up. Google it, listeners. You'll find them.
Google the sog. If we've got any sogs listening, I am going to open up an offer to you. You can come to the show tonight. I will buy you a chicken dinner.
Oh, That is nice.
Yeah, so any sogs are welcome.
Any sogs you want.
So bangers and mash, that's what you feel like, yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good. I'm trying. What food?
Oh, the Daft Hour got 2 new likes after that silence.
Please shut up.
It did just pop up. two Belgian sogs have liked it.
Or is it just one with his flailing arms doing it twice?
It's possible.
Good.
Right.
Good.
So
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kept making that funny noise as it used to.
Yeah.
It was like floppy, 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 floppy.
Yeah.
So I was trying my best to stop it.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't stop.
So,
Stop the flop.
what did
Stop
you
the
do
flop.
in the end then? Is that when you phoned for help?
No, I just turned all the lights out and sat in the corner.
Right. And did that work?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we go home to our home tonight,
Yeah.
that we all live in together,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to deal with it. Is that what you're saying?
If that's okay.
Now, we agreed last time that we're going to take turns in this because this relationship is definitely siding more on me dealing with these flops than you. And I'll be quite honest, it's taken its toll. I've tried to be patient.
Okay. I understand.
I'm trying to keep calm here, but
I mean, you've got to think about what I have to put up with as well.
Mm-hmm.
And having to get up in the morning to find trails of mashed potato on the floor that I have to clean up because I know you've got up in the night to go to the mash closet.
Stop it. I don't like the mash.
I saw
It's not
an imprint
me.
of your
It's
face in
not
the
me.
mash.
It's not me. How do you know it was my face?
Because it had a big beard.
Oh, shut up. Everyone's got beards now.
And I sniffed it and it smelled like you.
All right, okay, I can't deny it. I love mash meat. Potatoes. So yeah, apologies. I played that song last time we were on the air. So what time was that we started at?
Can we play it again?
At 20 minutes past. We need to remember, it's 20 minutes past. We're going to play Mumford & Sons every week.
Mumford and Sons. Well, that's who that was, wasn't it?
Mumford & Sons. So, update on Morgan.
Yeah.
He's been tracing his ancestry all the way back to last week. He's doing quite well with that. That's what he's been doing.
Okay.
Do you know anything he's been up to?
I'd heard that he'd been stashing nuts
Like a squirrel. Morgan the squirrel.
Except he's been putting them in other people's cars at supermarkets when they've been, like an old woman putting a shopping in a car, bends down to pick up, he'll run in, he'll just stash a load of nuts in the back of the boot of the car.
Yeah.
Takes down the number plate so he can
get them later
find out where they are and go and find them.
because he's got, not a lot of people know this, he's got links with the, I don't know what company you call it, the one that registers all the drivers so they know where all the number plates live.
So he just has to he's got a contact, hasn't he?
He has.
He just gets in
goes,
touch.
Yeah. Dave,
where's that car
Dave,
gone?
where's the car?
It was in Tesco's car park earlier. Where's it gone now? Because that's how he speaks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. Yeah. It's very famous for speaking like that. And then he hunts down his nuts, doesn't he?
And he goes and gets them back.
Yeah.
Sometimes
he'll replace them with Maltesers.
Yeah. Sometimes other small brown
Nuggets.
balls,
Yeah.
like nuggets,
I did see the time
droppings.
he used,
rabbit. Was
cat
it rabbit
poo.
or was it cats?
Well, and what he does, it's like, traditional meatballs, spaghetti meatballs. It's actually a mixture of beef and pork.
Oh yeah.
He just gets rabbit and cat poo and mashes it together.
And hides it in people's cars.
This is all things that Morgan's been up to.
Oh dear.
So he's not listening.
He's not listening.
He's not listening. He's poorly.
Right. Yeah. What happened? SARS?
No.
We were talking about SARS earlier. Actually.
Yeah.
I've been wishing that back for a long time.
Have you?
Yeah, I loved SARS.
Why?
Nostalgia, mainly. Remember the SARS days,
Good old days.
Oh, the good old SARS days. Yeah. Like mad cow disease as well. That was kind of fun.
So that was late
SARS
90s
is my one.
mad cow disease, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I think if we're going to get it, I'm sure we've said this before. This is all just a repeat.
It's all right.
If we're going to get it, we still might not be showing signs yet because the incubation period or whatever can be so long.
Right.
So we all still might have what was it called when it's in the human CJD?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was that, I think, yeah. CJD.
Yeah.
I think it was.
We'll look that
I
up.
can do a little Google check.
Look it up on Wikipedia. Anyone?
I mean, let's hope not.
Let's hope not. Yeah, let's hope not. Do you know what else Morgan's been up to?
Oh, yeah, what's Morgan also been up to?
Do you know he's famous for keeping jelly babies?
Yes.
Not collecting, keeping.
Keeping.
It's kind of weird. Like, he doesn't collect them, he doesn't go out to get them, but if he finds them, he keeps them.
Right.
So, it's getting a bit bad, this collection, as in, people are getting a little bit worried because, as I say, he doesn't seek them, but if he finds them, he keeps them. And this has got to the point where he classes finding them as a child having them. And if he sees them, he takes them.
He's allowed to take them.
No, he's not allowed.
Well, no, as far as he's aware that,
he's got himself
he
to
thinks
this point where he.
I've seen him in the cinema.
Yeah.
Lying on his back,
Right.
pushing himself along with his legs,
Like some
under
kind
the
of weird
seats,
snake,
trying to
with
collect all
legs.
the dropped jelly babies.
Oh
that-
my word!
And collecting them, putting them in his little
His little fanny pack
his little
collection.
fanny pack of jelly babies. Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
It really is nice to be back.
Yeah. Have you missed it?
Yeah, it's fun just to... Oh,
It's all right. I'm playing it.
I wonder what that was. I thought...
It's us.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, CJD,
yeah.
transmitted by exposure to brain or nervous system tissue.
Oh, because it was obviously a problem back in '90s where we were being fed parts of the cow that we weren't necessarily aware that we were getting.
Yeah.
So what's it stand for then? CJD?
Oh, you're gonna get me to pronounce this.
Yeah, it's cry.
I don't know how to pronounce it. To be
Okay,
honest.
just give it a crack.
But it's spelled
Yeah.
CREUTZ FELDT, then a dash, then JAKOB, Jacob, that bit, yeah. So it's Creutzfeldt?
Yeah.
Creutzfeldt Jacob disease?
Yeah, there is. Let's look it up. How it's said.
Yeah. Look at that. Just popped up straight away there.
Oh,
Pronunciation is
right.
what we want, to pronounce it, so we know. Right, how to say that.
Go on then.
I hope this isn't one of those joke ones where it plays something
you
else.
say,
yeah.
I love my mum's bottom.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I love my mum's bottom. Hold on a sec. Come on then, play it.
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Creutzfeldt, I think it's Yakov disease.
Jakob?
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Yeah.
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, yeah.
Wow. Remember back in the day when the newsreaders had to say that?
I know, yeah.
I love it when that kind of thing happens, when newsreaders are trying to say something, like, insane.
Well, there was a weatherman that managed to pronounce that very long place that ends in
go.
yeah, whatever it is, in Wales, and he did that, and he looked smug as hell.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Smug as, yeah.
I mean, how smug were we when we managed to do...
Oh, yeah. New mono-ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
And we even made a song.
We
it was
did.
easier to do in the song than
The
it
song
was
formation's easier.
to say.
Because you do it in bits, don't you?
Yes.
Do you remember it?
New mono-ultra microscopic
silicovolcanoconiosis. Marvellous. And that's a disease
It is,
of
isn't
the
it?
lungs.
It is caused by particles from such things as volcanoes.
Yeah.
Or other things that emit...
Other big lava-spouting items.
Yes. Speaking of lava-spouting items, have you heard what
Morgan Fantastic's been up to?
Yeah. So, you know his absolute obsession with...
Billy Piper.
With Billy Piper. It's got him in a bit of bother.
Yeah.
He's been bothering Piper by writing her poetry. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but he's been writing it in. We're going. Sorry to go back to fecal matter, but he's been writing it in the poo of several animals.
Oh my goodness!
Not just the bunnies.
Yeah.
And the what was the other one? Cats.
Cats. Yeah.
So he's obviously using bunny and cat because that's his go-to favourite poo.
Yeah.
He's also been collecting horse and cow.
Horse and
obviously
cow
because
poo,
they're
yeah.
easily accessible. But he's been getting a bit dangerous and going to zoos to find some more exotic poos.
Oh dear.
Zoo poo.
Is this why he's not very well? Did you
Probably,
say?
yeah.
Part of the reason, anyway.
So, like, he's been getting obviously zebra, not too far from horse, so that's not that exciting. He's been getting is it guama? Guama is bat poo.
Oh yeah, guano.
Guano,
Yeah,
yeah.
guano.
He's been getting some of that.
Guano.
He's been he tried to get snail poop.
Apparently, sorry to interrupt there, just go
no,
back
please
slightly.
do.
The guano says here that the guano is also seabird poo as
Is
well
it
as
really?
bat.
Well, there you go, Morgan. You don't have to just get bat. You can get some seabird poop. So he's been getting a combination of poops and writing pretty bad poetry.
Have we got any examples of this poetry?
I
Andy?
haven't, unfortunately, but we'll do little bit of research, and we'll get back to you on that.
Can I make a funny fart noise?
Yes, please.
Hey!
Thank you.
I'm not
Wind.
I'm not sure how funny that was.
No?
No, can you
Do
do
you
that?
want to do it really loud so it's like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
Is that better?
Yeah.
Could we have one more where it feels like you're almost going to do something a bit dangerous?
Oh, okay, let's try that. Oh, I just need to massage the lips a bit there just to...
Do your vocal warm-ups.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I like that.
That was a Pollardian. that was superb.
I've heard that for real quite a lot. Not from me.
It'd be nice if we talked a lot about fecal matter and poo-poo, so much so that it did actually become unfunny, and we could host a show every week where we very, very seriously talked about poo.
But dressed as those poo emojis.
Dressed as poo emojis. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Looking at each other straight in the eye.
Yeah, and in fact the show could be called The Fecal Matter.
I think
Yeah.
It's a good one, isn't it?
A winner,
The
'cause
fecal
we were
matter.
discussing maybe doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's the one we should do.
Yeah.
The fecal matter.
Fecal matter.
And you can we can have guests who come in, bring a little tub of poo,
Yep.
and we've got to sample it.
We'll
and
have a look
guess-
at it, yeah. We can
guess
prod
what
it.
it's from.
Prod it with our instruments and have a look at it through magnifying glasses.
And I'm not going to touch it because it might have the texture of mash,
Oh, yes, that's true.
and I don't like that.
Yes. So we'll test the poos before you have the opportunity
Yeah.
to touch it in case it has the texture
Yeah, I mean, I
of
don't
mashed
want
potatoes.
Yeah, I don't want no starchy poos.
No,
It'd
no.
be awful.
Starch poos are
Who
horrid.
was that woman?
I think it was Sheena Easton,
I
wasn't
think
it?
you're right. No, who used to look at
I
people's
know
poops?
who you mean.
You were on about
Can't think of a name,
Gillian
but
McKee?
Yes, and yes.
She used to finger turds. Yeah, she did.
She did.
What a turd.
You wouldn't let her rummage
Finger.
through your stuff, would you?
I would not.
Gillian McKeith and your undercrackers.
In the middle of the night, you
I'm
wake
just
up.
searching.
There's a little light in the corner of the room. She's got shining a torch.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
it's
Gillian.
bloody McKeith again.
McKeith in the corner.
What have I told you? Get out me knicker drawer, you mucky bugger.
She
Looking for
is.
skins. Sorry.
Oh dear.
So what's everyone been up to? Has anyone been up to anything?
I went for a walk.
Did you? Where did you go?
I walked from the Kingdom of Loftus
Mm.
to Saltburn.
Was that a nice walk?
It was lovely. Yeah.
Didn't something happen after your walk?
The following day, well, we walk over the cliffs, you see.
No, or round.
Well, yeah, along the top of
Right,
the cliffs.
yes, okay.
And the following day, it was in the local news or whatever. There was a warning out to say, probably don't
Yeah,
do that.
don't do that.
Because there was some crumbling.
crumbly.
Bit of crumbly cliffage.
Crumbly cliffage.
Crumbly. I can't say that.
That's your porn name.
No, mine's Jaws. Jackson. Jaws Jackson. That's how you get it, isn't it? I think you use your... there's some maiden name things going on and stuff.
First pet.
It's your pet and your street name, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a goldfish called Jaws. So is it street name
Well,
as
that's what I heard. I don't know, I might be wrong.
There's different ways of doing it, I guess.
So at the time I heard that one first, it would have been Patch Finchley.
Pepsi Beaufort.
Wow.
What was my name on that video we did? One of the videos we made. It was Patch...
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
One came to my mind, but I was certain that wasn't the one you were thinking of.
Was this the X-Files?
The X-Files one, yeah. No, you were Rick Anchovy in that.
And you were Glorious.
Glorious, yeah.
How did we get that?
Because we were trying to think of another... Because we were doing a little skit, short film about the X-Files, or we were playing Mulder and Scully.
We had a UFO on a piece of acetate in front of the camera.
Just a really crappily drawn UFO. But yeah, Rick Anchovy came from David Duchovny. Yeah. Anchovy was almost spelled like...
We were reaching, weren't we?
Yeah, and it was Gillian or Gillian, however you pronounce it, Anderson. Right. It was just G-A, so that's how we got the glorious A-hole from it. Like, what's another word beginning with A? Sounds a bit like Anderson. A-hole.
So... I'm quite amused to the fact that I just said we were reaching, like we're not now. Like we're at the top of our game.
No, but if we pretend we're not,
right, okay,
people will believe us, you see.
So you walked over a cliff.
I walked over a cliff.
Round a cliff?
Yes.
Round a cliff. Have you been up to anything?
No, I just did some thinking, to be honest.
Ooh, anything deep?
Yeah.
Good. Are you going to share it with us?
Maybe. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
It's a bit too deep for now.
Oh, how deep is your thought? I won the Tina Turner Prize for private dancing. That's what I did.
You won the Tina Turner Prize
for private dancing.
Are you kidding me?
Brilliant. Yeah.
You kept that one quiet.
Yeah, I haven't brought it along tonight.
Fair enough, yeah.
But I will.
What did you get?
What you do, you don't get a physical thing. You get a new feeling that none of you non-winners of the Tina Turner Prize could possibly understand. The closest I can describe it as is the moment that chocolate melts, crossed with a good night's sleep, and a meeting of someone you really admire.
Right.
That's the closest I can get to how that felt.
That's not going to lie. That's pretty sexual.
It is pretty sexual, and that's what I got as a prize, the Tina Turner Prize.
And you're not going to report it
for private dancing? No.
Okay. Well done.
Yeah. So that's what I got. I also invented the boomerang that doesn't come back. Apparently, it's a stick.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I've done.
Angular stick.
But I did not know. A plethora of cheeses and but not enough dips. So I walked up to management and went, listen to me. It's my upset voice as well.
Oh no, I know I've heard that.
Listen to me. This is not good enough. You've got a plethora of cheeses, which I'm very thankful for. Enough dips, but there's no dips. And by dips, I was getting, obviously my mind wasn't thinking. I meant like things you dip in the cheese, like a cracker.
Yeah,
celery stick.
Some celery stick, carrots, stiff bread.
Yeah.
But there wasn't enough of that. They had a single cracker. And
one cracker.
They didn't have celery sticks. They thought, you know what, this twiglet will do. Like a twiglet you get at Christmas.
Oh yeah.
The special Christmas twiglet.
The Christmas twiglets, yes.
So what he said was, I do apologise, sir. Here's a book of Bernard Matthews' best recipes, and it was just called The Bootiful Book. And you know what? It's amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I've heard some rumours about what Morgan's been up to.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I think Jimmy's got some info.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that psychic spies from China have tried to steal his mind's elation.
His what?
Mind's elation.
Mind's elation.
Wow. Right.
So, yeah. Apparently that's going on. I think he's been in a bit of bother. And these spies have decided they don't want him to be elated.
No.
Not one jot.
None of it.
So basically, I think what they're doing is they're holding him to ransom, so that's why he's not here. And we refuse to pay, haven't we? So
Well, of course.
I mean,
we won't pay.
I'll be quite honest. I've
No
got the money,
Ah.
and it's spare. I don't need it. In fact, I'm going to spend it on. Remember that? Like, there's a modelling clay called Fimo.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend it on that and make the world's biggest snake.
Right.
And then I'm going to throw it away without anyone looking. So that's what that money is for.
Yeah.
So you won't.
So you can't pay the ransom.
I can't. I mean, this is important.
Well,
stuff.
They have said that they'll settle for 10 gold kind of chocolate coins.
Right.
But do we
Really?
do we want
They've
to?
whittled it down to that.
They've whittled it down
I
to that.
didn't know
But do
that.
we want to pay that? I don't know.
Not really.
I mean, I've got
don't
two.
think so.
I've got two
I've got
rogue chocolate coins from
I've
Christmas.
got some left over from Christmas.
Yeah. I'm just going to lick now and again.
Are they okay melted or eaten with? Is it alright if we just give them the coin wrapper bit? The
Well, you
foil
can eat
wrapper?
them with that as long as your fillings don't kind of explode. You don't mind exploding fillings. don't you?
No.
But I think we're just going to have to just let him suffer the consequences.
I mean, what they're going to do if we don't pay up?
They're going to steal his mind's elation.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
Heck.
I know. Yeah, it's serious stuff.
I mean, what will happen to him then?
He'll just be forever sad.
What will come of him?
He'll be forever sad. He won't be able to get excited about anything.
Really?
Not even the most exciting thing you can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, we all know what that is.
We all know what that is.
Pogs, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pogs.
Pogs.
Yeah. Slammer.
Oh, slammer.
I miss Pogs.
Need got.
Hey, do you remember that hairy dude who was the pug guy? With his big purple shorts.
Yeah, I do remember him, yeah.
He's a bit
He looks a
creepy.
bit like Captain Caveman.
He
doesn't
did
he,
actually,
sort of
yeah. I
thing?
think there's
bit
a
of
bit
a
of a
hair,
suit.
like a big hairy thing.
Yeah, but he was I love Pogs, mate.
Yeah, I love Pogs.
I very much don't remember Pogs.
I'm going to get you some Pogs. eBay, yeah.
I remember them. But
Yeah.
I didn't. I was never part of.
With the Pog tub.
Yeah. Did it just look like a big tube?
Like
of
a
Smarties?
tube of discs,
Circular
circular
things.
discs.
And was it like a top trumps?
You would throw them
Also, it was a
if you had a
physical-
shiny, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
slammer.
The slammer.
Yeah.
You would throw that, and the Pogs that turned over, you got to keep.
You got to keep them, and it was gutting because
Yeah.
some of them you loved, didn't you?
Oh no! I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Me Barbara Windsor Pog. It's gone.
But do you remember a couple of years after that when Tazos started in
That's right,
crisps,
that's right.
where they were kind of like Pogs, but you could put them together for no reason?
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
There was
they're
no
good.
benefit, was
There was
there?
no you put them together, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've done it. Well done. Put them together.
News just in.
Oh yeah.
Morgan has been inspecting paving slabs
All right.
for inconsistencies. So obviously, most paving slabs are made to a standard.
Yeah.
To withstand so much pounding from stuff.
Poundland.
Three-legged.
Oh yeah, from the beast you referred to earlier.
Yeah.
The three-legged, one-eyed Belgian sog.
Sog.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the one.
because they are a pavement pounding problem.
Right. Yeah.
So he's been sent out to inspect the paving slabs to see if there's any problems. And part of the problem, what he has to do is that he has to lift them up, put them on some scales,
take him ages.
bite them to check the density. They people bite gold, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been doing that, and when he bit one of the paving slabs, it uttered an insult to him, and he got quite upset.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, the self-aware paving slab with an attitude said something I can't possibly
That's
repeat.
seldom heard of as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, this is the first of a kind.
Yeah. You don't ever hear about paving slabs uttering any kind of obscenities or nasty
But this one did.
phrases. Yeah.
That's what Morgan's been up to.
Yeah. I know what else he's been up to as well.
What else is
Well,
he
I've
been up
heard
to?
on the grapevine.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been roller skating.
Yeah, he has.
For fake charities.
Fake charities, yeah.
Oh,
What? The Faradies.
Charities, yeah.
Not only that.
In his defence, he wasn't aware that they were fake charities at the beginning. So he was raising money, giving them to these guys who they were
Doing good.
But he wasn't aware that they were just taking that money and spending it on pasties.
Yeah. He wasn't even wearing roller boots or anything, was he? No, he was doing laps around the duck pond in the park.
Yeah.
To raise money, and it was only at the end, once it was over, that they discovered he wasn't even wearing roller boots or blades or any
I didn't know
such
that part.
thing. No, he was just in his slippers running around the duck pond.
It wasn't even the duck pond, was it? It was the puddle.
Oh, it was just a puddle, wasn't
was
it?
a puddle.
That's right. Yeah, I always get them mixed up.
And it wasn't a duck in the middle, it was a big dog turd.
So he's been running around
into
a crappy puddle. Yeah. muddy puddle.
That's what he's been up to.
Yeah. He's been up to quite a lot, hasn't he? I only went for a walk.
He's been a very busy guy.
He's doing all sorts.
I just thought of stuff.
I know, yeah. You've been having a think. I've been having walks.
And I've been...
You've been... What were you doing
Tina
again?
Turner
Oh, I
Prize.
mean, you won the Tina Turner Prize, which is pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's impressive.
We
But he's
need
a greedy doer.
Well, yeah.
He's a greedy doer.
He is a greedy
He
doer.
just does stuff.
What
I know.
a greedy doer.
You can't just do stuff like that.
You can't do
You
it.
can't. You can't just do
Not without
stuff.
sharing
It's
the dues.
pathetic, just doing stuff like that.
So
If you, you know what? It just
No.
it drives me mad. It does.
Oh, absolutely. So we're meant to have a guest later. I don't know if he's coming or not,
No.
but he's not here yet. But he's meant to be on for the last hour.
Yeah.
But I keep looking at the camera, seeing if there's anyone down there, and I can't see.
I thought you were looking a bit shifty there.
Yeah, I'm just checking out the camera. So I'm
Something
going
to my left.
more than we normally do. I'm going to play us another track just so I can go down and check that he's not being stood
he
at the
might be
door.
stuck outside.
Is it Mumford?
Oh, please. Could you play Mumford and Sons again, please? They're my favourite band.
End. Apologies. I believe that we might have played that song before.
No. That's brand new.
So, second half of the show, we obviously have our guest here. Would everyone like to welcome our guest? So, straight in with the hard questions. How was your timekeeping? Adam? Adam? So, our guest isn't here. I'm
It
afraid.
turns out our guest is
not
a
here.
three-legged, one-eyed Belgian song.
Yeah, he just ran past because
He's
his
gone.
He'll be here, I've
His-
got a faith.
favourite paving slab
Here, is this him now?
with attitude.
That's not him. That
that's
was
not
just
him.
somebody walking by.
His favourite paving slab with attitude has gone missing. So Adam's the SOG is busy after trying to get him.
But we'll have him back at some point. I hope.
Have you got something to plug?
I would like to plug something.
Okay, can you maybe promote something and sort that out in your own time?
I'll plug that other thing another day.
Yeah.
I'd like to plug an event.
Oh, what's the event, please?
It's called Weemstock.
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 Is it where we all take stock of Weem?
I suppose in some ways it is.
It's where we all...
It's actually a 20-year anniversary.
No.
It is.
It's no.
It's no.
And there'll be bands and comedy and all sorts of entertainments.
Ooh.
A good friend of ours, Mr. Weem, Mr. David Mohan, or David Mohan, as we like to call him, David Mohan.
Mohan.
And if you're listening, David, how ya doing? We'd put on events years ago called Weemstock. We played there.
We did. We sang him a lovely little ditty.
We sang him a lovely Christmas song, didn't we?
We did. It was dedicated to Weem.
To Weem. And I believe the last time he threw one of these little shindigs was 2010 at Walkabout in Middlesbrough.
Oh, yes.
And he had his long hair all snipped off.
Did he sing "Losing My Religion"? At that
He
time?
may have done. Yeah, I think that was one of his favourites. I also remember one of his classic karaoke songs was "Breakfast at Tiffany's."
It was. I do remember the hair snip. Moment.
Yes, he had his hair off.
I remember his. Weem had his hair off.
And I did a bit of comedy there myself, actually.
Oh,
so
I did it as Donna Crisps.
Donna Crisps, yes.
Because I introduced you and I didn't know what to do, and I called you Donna Crisps. I think it was that one.
That's probably right. It's all right. I don't know.
I love the gigs that we did on that stretch.
Yeah, it was
there was that one.
There's some fun.
I say
times.
we. It was me supporting you, as in literally going. And providing the microphone and cable for that one you did for the guy who threw his own leaving party for leaving Sainsbury's.
Oh my heck!
And that was the best gig ever.
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
We had to leave by the fire exit.
And then we went and spent I was going to say the winnings. Well,
I think we can count that as a win.
It was a win. Yeah,
it was a win. Sorry, back to Queen.
So yes, so Weemstock. It's. I have a feeling it's going to be rather marvellous, and there'll be lots of the old bands that used to play back in day.
Back in day.
It's happening. I should tell you when and where. It's happening on July the 25th. And it's from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till midnight. And that's at Dr. Brown's in Middlesbrough.
So that's July the 25th, 2 p.m. till midnight, Doc Brown's in Middlesbrough.
And we shall stick all these bits and bobs up on. We'll share the page on our Daft page. But you should definitely go along to it. It will be a lot of fun. So it's the 20th anniversary, and the last one was 10 years ago.
Is it free entry into Weem?
Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know.
Weem, is it free to enter you?
Is it free? Can we enter you for free?
Or is there a surcharge?
Do we need permission?
Does surcharge?
We'll have to find out about that, yes.
So, Weem, if you're listening,
call in.
You can call in.
You can call in if you want and plug it yourself and do a better job.
That's 01642 688 104. That's 01642 688 104.
Yes, so do call in, Weem, and let us know any more if there's any more information. Let us know more about some of the bands that will be playing, and all that's out of Malarkey. So I'm glad that Oh, look, he's there.
Is he there?
He's just messaged me on FaceTV.
Oh, my word.
He says there will be an entry fee. It's to be announced.
Oh, so it does cost to enter Weem.
Yes, it does cost to enter Weem. Yeah. But yeah, that's rather exciting. That's going to bring back some memories. We'll probably see some old folks from back in day as well.
Probably. Even if it doesn't cost up front, it'll definitely cost in the long run.
It will cost in the long run.
To enter Weem.
Yes. Weemstock, 20-year anniversary. Excellent.
So there were some interesting bands that played, wasn't there? I must admit I can't remember names. Because I only did the one with you in the bar.
Was it the
next?
Aklum?
Yes, next to the arena.
Yeah, we played twice there, I think.
So once we were supporting Ergo Fizmiz.
That's correct.
So there was Ergo as the headliner, there was us, and there was a chap.
Bishop
Glitch, who did some
I like that name.
audio bending.
He did some audio bending.
Way to describe
that's right. Lots of noise and
bend my audio.
Electronic noises.
And
so that's a good thing because there's a lot of variety in these, Weemstocks as well, in these events. That
I was because predominantly it was quite rock music that we used to do them, and then we got invited along, and we were definitely the kind of the comedy. Of the event.
A little comic relief. Except we were trying to be rock and we just couldn't do it, that's why.
We failed miserably.
We were booked as a comedy act, but without knowing that we were a comedy act.
We were the MIDI warriors, weren't we?
We've got, he's just messaged me again there to say that Tarnish are playing.
Oh.
And apparently that's who actually gave him the nickname of Weem.
Oh, yeah. What does Weem mean?
What does Weem mean? I've heard two versions of it, so okay. I'd like to know what the actual
Weem means. Yeah,
I think I know what it is.
Can you say it on radio?
Hold on, I can't see the W or the A. No, I'm only kidding. I believe it was it work experience amateur man or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those things, when you have someone who know somebody who has a nickname.
Yeah.
And you only know them by that nickname.
Yep.
And then you ask them and they go, right, yeah. I think I did that once, and since then it's kind of just... I think I've heard other people give different examples of what the name is. But let us know, Weem, please. Why are you called that?
Or anybody else with an explanation other than the truth.
I've probably got it wrong.
Please let us know.
He's typing now.
What did you say? He's well educated.
Well educated, aristocratic,
Moron.
It was Apprentice Man.
Apprentice.
That was it. I knew I'd got a bit
Well-educated apprentice.
well-educated Apprentice Man. The W actually stands for Wheelie. Wheelie Extreme.
I am really educated.
Yes, a work experience apprentice man. That's right.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I
that's
just,
right.
I had
Not,
no idea.
not amateur. Sorry, Weem. It's been a long time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
I think the last time I bumped into Huim was, I'm adding a H, what's the H mean? Was at a comedy night at the Ark in Stockton, I believe.
Oh, right, yes.
Just a bit of trivia. It's not trivia, really.
I remember we started a course together. It was a HND. HND.
What does that stand for?
I don't know.
Is it High National Diploma?
Yeah, High National Diploma. And we'd gone out into the town to Blazers, or the Underground.
Blazers. Wonderful
And
Blazers.
I was walking along with William, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know so-and-so over there. That's me mate so-and-so." And he was just introducing me to people. I was like, "All right, yeah, that's me mate Don who does this and so on, and blah 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 blah." And then all of a sudden, these two blokes ran out of nowhere and clotheslined him. I don't know whether you remember that, William. It was quite funny. I just saw like a massive hair fly up into the air, and then he was gone. I was like, "What happened there?" You know? And then he got up, dusted himself off. He went, "It's all right, I know them as well."
So if anyone's got any Weem stories...
Yeah, send in your Weem stories.
Send in your Weemy story. That would be most delightful. Okay, so I think we should do some news.
Yes.
News. Time for the news. You get the picture.
Not here, he's doing several other things.
Batman suffers a stroke and is rushed to hospital. Piers Morgan and Judge Rinder.
Everything is fine, there's no need to panic. Automated bovine milking machine with artificial intelligence claims to be vegan and refuses to do its job.
New Boris Johnson fridges causes headache for Hot Point. Clown confuses cowpack for cream pie.
Oh, seagulls.
Oh, there's some seagulls.
That was very well timed, everybody. Well
That
done.
was very good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Ooh,
Very well
let's
timed.
give ourselves a rub on the belly. We're doing it, everybody. He's waving. Okay, so what was the...
Sorry, listeners. We're just taking advantage of the fact that there's no cameras filming us today. At least we don't think. All right.
Having a right good belly rub.
Yes.
Okay, so first headline, please.
Yes. So Batman has he's had a stroke and was rushed to hospital yesterday.
Who's got the information on that?
I have some people who let me know these things.
Right.
Can't really reveal my sources.
So Batman had a
He had a stroke.
stroke.
And he was rushed to hospital.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think it was mild. I think it was a mild stroke.
Right.
And he's recovering. But it was quite a shock. Because they found it very difficult to actually get to the man himself underneath. I won't say who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Again. They found it difficult to get his gear off. And when he came to and everything, he said, "Oh, look, you're gonna have to pull that curtain around because I don't want anyone to know who I am."
Of course he didn't. Yeah.
And he didn't look, he didn't look very well. He was
No.
quite injured, but from the fall
Yeah.
because he fell as well after the
Right.
stroke. He got a little bump on the head. He had a bit of a bruise on him, bit of a bruised wane.
Oh, Brucey bonus.
He bruised his wane.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't be bruising your way.
Don't bruise your wains. Is that like when you beat your kids?
Don't bruise
Don't bruise
your
your wains. Your bands. Your bends.
Your bend.
Don't bruise them bends while I'm gone.
Bruise your hands.
So yeah, I mean, it's okay. He's all right.
He's
It's
all
just
right.
it's made the news because obviously he's Batman.
Yeah.
But it was I think it was to do with smoking.
Yeah, he is
He's a very very heavy smoker.
He's a 35 a day, isn't he?
Something like that.
I mean,
yeah.
I've never known anyone to manage to buy a pack of 35, but they make them just for him.
That's right.
And they don't have any warnings on it.
He keeps them on his utility belt.
He
Doesn't
does,
he? There's
yeah.
tabs like that.
Bat
Yeah.
fags.
Bat fags. Yeah.
Bat fags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Bat
happened.
fags. Yes. So I think that's about that one.
Yeah.
Next headline.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan and Judge Rinder.
Yeah, so Piers Morgan and Judge Rinder have got into a bit of a battle with each other.
Yeah.
But because they are celebrities, ultimately they want more exposure, celebrityism, or whatever it is, to be famous. And they are having a battle live. It's on stage,
right?
And it's going to be sponsored by
Crisps,
and all Crisps and specific chocolate bars.
Yeah,
to be announced later. That bit hasn't been announced. So the sponsors are food. The battle will take the form of a cook-off. They're both going to cook their favourite dishes and then form those dishes into weapons and fight to the death. Now, when I say the death, it's actually just celebrity death. They've got to turn off the Facebook and Twitter for a week. That's all it really is. But obviously that doesn't sell headlines, does it?
No, of course not.
So that's what's happening. Them two are going to have a cook-off, turn it into a weapon, use that weapon to not kill each other, not really. They're going to stop it short of death.
Right.
Maybe a bit of maiming, maybe a bit of gouging.
That's really that brought some clarity to that for me, because the headline that I read in the paper was just Piers Morgan and Judge Rinder.
Yeah, I think Batman was writing that headline when he had the stroke. He never got to finish it.
Of course, yes, because he's been doing some work for the newspapers, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
In place of Spider-Man.
Yeah, because Spider-Man's having a bit of a holiday. Him and his favourite author, J.K. Rowling,
gone to the Algarve, haven't they?
Have gone to the Algarve for a bit of a dance and a smooch,
bit of a saucy romp.
And they are going to make a baby.
Spider babies. There'll be a lot of babies, isn't it, crawling out there?
Out of that,
yeah. So that's that news story.
Yeah. What was the next one?
Okay, the next one was everything is fine and there's no need to panic. And I believe that you, Jimmy, have got the details on that one.
Yeah, I do. I've heard such a lot about this recently, and the news says that we shouldn't panic.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Now, a lot of people are thumbing it up on Facebook.
Yep.
They're saying it's good.
Yeah.
They're saying that they're very happy that everything's going to be fine. Now, I believe it was something to do with TV licence. But it's all right. It's still going on. We still get to pay for it.
You guys, you still get to pay for that.
Something else was going to happen. We were going to have to sell stuff to fund the BBC from your own pocket.
What, we'd all have to, like...
we'd have to chip in.
Some kind of eBay account.
Exactly. Basically, what would happen, it'd be like BBC eBay. So you'd have to...
We'd all get our password. We all list some items.
And the BBC would tell you from which room they wanted something for each week. Right, the kitchen this week, guys.
Yeah, get your finest
stuff out.
Silver from the kitchen this week.
So we're all bloody happy now.
But
that's not happening.
That was going to be a double win for them because they were going to televise that event, weren't they?
Yeah.
So what they were going to do is everyone had to sell stuff, but because we all own the BBC technically, if you pay the licence, they would have to be fair and show us all selling something.
Yeah.
So it was going to take 60 million weeks to get through this programme.
True.
And that's part of the reason they scrapped it.
Well, they don't have a channel for that. They don't have space.
No,
so
they don't. So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're well chuffed.
That's why the headline, everything's fine and there's no need to panic, is...
Yeah. I think we covered the panic bit. Yep, no one's panicking. We're all right.
Brilliant. Thanks.
Yeah, cheers.
For the details on that one. Okay, so the next headline was automated bovine milking machine with artificial intelligence claims to be vegan and refuses to do its job. Elvis?
Yeah, thanks. So, yes, the bovine milking machine.
Yeah.
We all know what that's for, right?
Yeah.
Milking bovines.
That's correct. Because technology has got so furiously crazy over the years.
It's absolutely wamp.
It's all gone wamp. And absolutely wamp.
Oh, wamp.
It's all gone wamp. Oh no, not the bad one. So this machine, because it effectively becomes sentient, decided that it wanted to change its lifestyle choices and become a vegan. It started with this veganuary thing.
Yeah, the vegan machine.
Vegan machine, yes. The LAT pneumatic vegan machine.
Yeah, but as it's named itself.
This is what it's named itself now. Was found actually petting the cow.
Yes.
And had to be taken away.
Oh.
So the worry is for certainly people who are interested in beef and milk.
I love a bit of beef and milk. Oh God,
It's my favourite dish, that.
Oh, yeah, tonight, beef and milk.
But unfortunately for some people, it might have all gone wamp for them, and the worry is that more machines are going to do this. More machines are going to turn against their initial use.
Yeah. Well, it can spread, can't it?
It can. Yeah.
Feeling.
Yeah. So, I mean, it might be a good thing.
Yeah,
it could be good.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
But it is. People are starting to get all wampy.
Yeah, everyone's getting all wamped up about it.
Yeah.
All these people, all these wamp flakes on Twitter, wamping on about this and that,
wamping off,
just wamping off and wamping back on again, and it's the world has truly lost its biscuits.
What about the cows? So are they glad that it's stopped milking them?
Yeah, I mean, to quote Joey from Friends, it's a moo
How
point.
you doing? Or how you mooing, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a moo point.
It's a moo point.
Its opinion is irrelevant.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, there we go.
So yeah, it's going to be looked into. I assume people are going to look into it. We'll find out what's behind it.
I suspect there'll be
so.
some reprogramming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Of the human race.
Yeah.
We're all wamped.
Yeah.
We're all wamped.
What's the next headline?
Next headline is new Boris Johnson fridges cause headache for Hot Point.
Yeah, so this is the one, Hot Point, the well-known manufacturer of fridges, washing machines, dishwashers, other electrical items found in generally the kitchen. They also do some stuff for NASA, but we don't talk about that. So they are working with Boris Johnson because, as we know, when he walked into the fridge during the campaign trail, he bonded with the fridge in a really weird way. Have you seen Superman 3?
Yeah.
So there's a point as a child that I really disliked where the woman baddie falls into the machine.
Still scares me.
Yeah, and it's the moment that her eyes turn metallic that really scared me. So Johnson had a similar moment in the fridge. He put his Johnson into the machine, and he became one with the machine. Yeah, he was in the fridge and he stuck it in the hot point.
He stuck his hot point in what?
He stuck his Johnson in the hot point.
All right, sorry.
Johnson stuck in the hot point should have been the headline, but people didn't know the truth. But what's happened is his DNA is mixed with the hot point mainframe that runs the country. Now, the government is not what it seems. It's all about the hot point machinery. So these new fridges that we're all going to be getting delivered next week, just be a little bit aware of them because it's Johnson's hot point.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Thanks for that report.
You're welcome.
Clown confuses cowpat for cream pie. Elvis.
Yes, a clown, right? Are you listening?
I can guess where this is going. A clown.
He confused.
Confused clown. Yep.
It was a very confused clown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it threw a load of cow mess into the face of a child.
Dirty clown.
Dirty clown.
Mucky clown. Yeah, dirty, filthy clown. Picked up a cow dirt.
Yeah.
And he just put it into a kid's face.
What a absolute wamper.
Thinking it was one of them cream pies.
Yeah.
Did they use as a joke?
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Right.
But the clown has been apprehended.
Right.
And what's happening to him?
He's getting all his makeup washed off.
What?
Yeah.
Is he being dehorned?
He's been dehorned, declowned.
Denosed.
Yeah. Now, some people are actually saying on social media that this clown may, in terms of revenge or the annoyance of being arrested, has gone and reprogrammed a milking device. So I think there's a possibility there's two of these headlines are linking here.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
No,
I don't see it.
it might just be
a coincidence.
Might just be fake news.
Might be fake news.
Fake news. It's just fake news.
Fake news.
That's all it is. Right? Fake news. Fake news.
Morgan Fantastic News.
News.
That was the
The
news.
fake news.
Fake news.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
I'll write that down.
Dislike of the week.
I've missed that. I've missed that theme tune. Could you play it again?
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Nothing.
A little tease.
Just nothing. No, this is obviously the world famous. Is it a like? Is it a dislike?
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
As if there would be more times during the week where that'd be played.
I'm always talking about what I dislike. Okay, Elvis.
Hello.
Do you have a like or a dislike this week?
I'll go with. Well, actually, Can I go with two? I'll do a really brief dislike.
Yeah,
People,
you're allowed.
and that's it. And what I do like is the fact that Peppa Pig is 7 foot tall. I may have mentioned this before. I don't know whether I
Peppa
have.
Pig is 7 foot tall.
If you do a Google search, Peppa Pig height,
right,
it will bring up in bold 7 feet.
7 feet.
And it says here, the internet says, beloved cartoon character Peppa Pig is over 7 feet tall.
Is it not
And
measure-
people can't handle it.
No.
I'll just twist the screen around
Let's
for
have a
you there
look.
so you can see it.
I don't get it, right? So how big is that butterfly that Peppa Pig's next to? If Peppa is 7 foot tall, and I don't believe for a second that it is, how big is that butterfly in comparison?
That's gotta be one
That's
big
a foot butterfly.
Bitch of a butterfly. That's a big bitch of a butterfly.
I would watch that movie.
Big bitch butterfly.
Peppa Pig versus
Big bitch butterfly.
Make it happen. So you don't. Sorry, you dislike people.
Yeah.
Do you like the fact that Peppa Pig is 7 foot tall, or do you like the fact that people can't handle it? Peppa Pig is 7 foot.
I like the fact that people can't handle it too. I think I'm one of them. I'm not sure if I can handle it.
No.
But at the same time, I kind of like it.
Why?
It's kind of, I don't know, there's something strangely masochistic about me where it's like I abuse myself with strange facts. It's not really even a fact, is it? Because Peppa Pig is a cartoon character. But
It's a fact. If it wants to be.
if it's official according to the creator or whoever. But like you mentioned before with regards to Ms. Pig.
Yeah.
Maybe it's when they put the suits on, when they put like the Peppa Pig suits and go and
Mascot it.
mascotty stuff. Yeah.
Right, mascotty.
Mascotty,
I got
yeah.
one of them with a coffee the other day. It was quite
Oh
nice,
yeah, mascotty.
Ooh,
Yeah.
mascotty
Did
and
it
cream.
cheer you on as you drank it?
Yeah.
Don't leave bits in the bottom. I don't know why I talk like that.
That's how it does talk. Don't leave bits in the bottom of the cup, please. Go, Bambi, drink that coffee. Woo, 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 woo. Don't leave dregs.
These are all true things.
You need to poo after that coffee now, don't you?
So you had a
Till
like
you're gone.
and a dislike.
Is it a like?
Both.
Is it a dislike?
Both.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
So Jimmy,
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
I've got one.
crikey.
Sorry, that was purposeful. No. It's a dislike. Just a very quick one. I was walking up the street
Oh,
the other day.
this is a moment. You don't do dislikes.
Yeah. I was walking up the street, and this lad with his mate
Oh,
was walking by,
yeah.
drinking a can of Energon, okie dokie, and then he finished it and threw it on the floor very
Near to where you were.
Nastily as well.
What a
No,
moron.
and but do you know what it was? Because there was people over the road. There's people over the road who were just cleaning stuff up near this place. I won't say where it was, so you don't know where I live. And I think he did it because of that.
What a moron.
And it's that kind of thing.
That's your job, mate.
Yeah, and I hate that.
Yoda
Which reminds me, just very quickly, just to talk about one other person who I don't like either. So I don't like that lad.
Yeah.
He's a dislike.
Yeah, he is a proper dislike.
And this lass from One Below, which is a shop, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was a girl band.
I've got all of their albums.
she was in front of me in the queue, and she must have been only about 14 or something. And anyway, the woman behind the bar, it's not a pub. What's going on? I'm like stomped tonight.
The dislike aspect.
I know,
of it,
it's getting me
used to
angry.
it,
Yeah. Anyway, she shot her change down to pay for what she had, 49p, and like pick it up and stuff. And and then she went, "See you later, doll," and walked out. And I just felt like throwing the shop at her.
Yeah, but
I
should
didn't.
have. It's so disrespectful. I worked in retail for 20 years, and there are people that do that and see you as a lesser person because you're working in the shop, or as the case of the road sweeper.
Just like, who are you?
But these same people probably aren't even earning.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, there must be about 14, 15.
So she'll have no idea on the realities of life, and everyone deserves to be respected in their jobs that they do, unless it's something really horrific. But everyone needs respect, man. So they're very valid dislikes. Well done.
Thanks.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
Of the week. Okay, my turn.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Bambi Rashid. Is it a like or a dislike?
It's a dislike. This is an incredibly negative show. I dislike the fact that every time I hear the name Wuhan in the news, which is obviously in a lot, I think of Woo-Ha, Got You All in Check by Busta Rhymes.
Oh, we should have played that today.
We should have. I mean, how horrific is that? There's horrible stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I just go, Woo-Ha, got you all in check. Every time. And it's obviously in the news a lot. I listen to the radio quite a lot as I'm walking around, and the news comes on, and I'm just like, woo-ha, woo-ha, on the bus or whatever. And people are dying.
Well, admittedly, you know the gentleman who was poisoned, the spy, the ex-spy that was poisoned in that sushi bar. Well, I changed the name, the lyrics to the song.
You can admit to it there.
I changed it was me. I did it. I poisoned him. No, I changed the lyrics to the song "Gay Bar" by Electric Six, which was Litvinenko.
Yeah.
I want to take you to a sushi bar, which is a bit naughty, I suppose.
Wow.
But quite funny too. It's not too soon. It happened ages ago.
Yeah,
and
true,
you know, when there's pictures of him in the paper. Didn't he look like? Have you seen the film Powder?
Yes, I do.
You look like that.
I do. Yes, I do see that.
Or just any bald white guy.
He was very white, wasn't he?
He was very white. He had been poisoned to death, actually.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Oh.
That's terrible, that, wasn't it?
So that was
Sorry,
my...
I brought that down a bit.
quite
What was
right.
your?
I dislike the fact that every time I hear Wuhan in the news, I think of Wuhan.
That's okay.
Got you all in check.
That's still, yeah.
Like Busta Rhymes.
Like Busta Rhymes. You can't help thinking those things.
No, but
sometimes.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike?
The hills are alive.
Is it a dislike of the week?
Muesli.
Dislike.
So we had a dislike from yourself,
Yes.
Elvis, and we had a
Dislike.
double dislike, really, didn't we?
Double dipping, yeah.
But I think your double dip is just generally about
It's one, isn't it?
the negative, the badness of
Yes,
morons.
it fits under the umbrella term of morons.
And I had a dislike, so it was a very dislikey show.
Yeah.
Thus bringing to the end the like and dislike section.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike?
Is it?
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike of the week.
Dislikes habits.
So, as kids, did you have pets?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, well, one.
Okay, so do you think that your parents ever replaced the pets once they died to protect you?
Nope.
No.
And neither did I. Neither did
Is
I.
it like? Sorry.
Neither did I. However, every time I bring up the point that my pet rabbit lived till it's 14, everyone's just laughing at me going, no, that was definitely replaced.
No, I've still got it. It's 46 now.
But my point is, if it was replaced, my mother was very cruel because we saved that rabbit from being eaten. We got it when I lived in Scotland,
okay.
and it had a tag on its ear because it was food, it was produce.
Okay.
And it had a tag to identify it, to be able to tell you which batch it was and blah, 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 like a barcode or a serial number on something when you have a tin of beans and it gets recalled, in case the rabbit got recalled. So if my mother did replace it, she put this tag through its ear. So that'd be really cruel.
Oh, I see.
So I'm hoping it didn't.
But
happen.
it was just a long-living rabbit.
But if it isn't, my mother's really mean.
Tagging rabbits.
Tagging rabbits.
It's like loads of different colours and sizes, but because it's got a tag there, it's the same one.
It's the same one because it's got the same tag. Yeah. I only mainly, when I was a kid, had like fish, goldfish, and then a little later some zebra finches.
Zebra finch, as in the birdies.
Little birds, yeah.
Little birds. How many little birds did you have?
2 little birds, one called Gin, one called Whiskey.
Gin and whiskey.
Whiskey.
Did your mother have a drinking problem?
Still does. Yeah.
Is it a gin?
Is it a whiskey? I wanted to call them Beavis and Butthead, but my mum wouldn't let me.
No.
Well, no, actually, I say my mum wouldn't let us. There was 3 of us children, and we all got to write down a name that we wanted to call them. So, for example, I wrote down Beavis and Butthead, put it into the hat.
Yeah.
My brother and sister both wrote 2 names, I can't remember what they wrote. My parents both wrote Gin. They just wrote Gin and Whiskey, one each, and then miraculously picked out those 2 names. You see, it would have been amusing. Like, can you imagine, like, Beavis and Whiskey? Butthead and Gin. It sounds like a good pub name.
It does.
The Gin and Butthead.
Well, we do love a good pub name, don't we?
I know, yeah. Should we come up with a few now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we've got the Butthead and Gin.
Yeah.
There's the...
Slimy Trumpet.
There's the Mim and the Cock.
Yes,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you got any, Jimmy?
The Brick Whopper.
Drink on the Brick Whopper.
They got that name after they were opening their pub with no name, the Brick Whopper, and they served a burger.
That's right.
And it was a brick in a bun. And so someone there, this is a Brick Whopper. And that's how they got the name. I quite like the name the Finch. Because you were talking about zebras, finches, and the plateau.
the Finch
and
plateau. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like stuff where it's something and something, because it makes me laugh. Like if you did different kind
unrelated things.
Yeah, like the argument and chutney.
The quill and tortoise. Why is it called that? It's like
sweet corn and glass.
Mr. B, the gentleman rhymer, told me an interesting fact. It's Godzuki references wedding.
Oh yes, yeah.
This is true. An episode of the Young. Do you remember the episode of the Young Ones where they go down the pub and the pub's called the Kebab and Calculator?
Right? There you go.
Which, as a kid, when I was watching that, I didn't really understand until I got older. I was like, oh, it's a student thing, innit? Kebab calculator. Yeah. But anyway, I thought that they made it up for the show, but apparently that pub was in somewhere in London or wherever the heck they were filming it at the time. So yeah, the Kebab and Calculator was an existing pub. I like that.
I like that. I want to visit these pubs.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it, to do
the Frog and Egg. Sorry, just thinking of stuff.
There's a Frog and Bucket.
Frog and Bucket
in Manchester, and it's a comedy, or they host comedy nights. Yeah. It's quite a big event that they do there. But I've heard of it for years. So it doesn't seem silly now, but it is, isn't it? The Frog and Bucket.
Frog and Bucket. Yeah.
Frog and Bucket.
But yeah, I do like the names, naming two things that have no relation.
Yeah.
The petrol sponge.
I've got one. The apple and flannel.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like saying that.
Yeah.
Got the apple and flannel.
No, I don't like it because flannel.
Yeah, I love flannel.
Flan, and I don't like flan because I want.
Yeah, but it's got a lull on it.
No, but I once had flan with onion in, and I wasn't expecting it.
Well, you just have to call it the apple as for short. Go down the apple.
Yeah, going down the apple.
And you like, do you mean the apple and flannel?
Oh, imagine one called the milky onion.
Oh,
wouldn't go there. So there's a bar in Norton Village. It was called the White Swan, and everybody called it the Mucky Duck.
Yes,
because it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's been bought out and named it, they've named it like the Scruffy Duck instead to give it kind of
so it's
a nod to it, but not
actually
not
take
actually
that.
it.
That's a shame because Mucky Duck sounds much cooler. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah,
Mucky
but
Duck.
I think
Mucky Duck.
it's just a negative connotation. Mucky, isn't it? I guess
It depends.
Ooh. Depends how much you've paid.
Just so you know,
Shoulder away.
take me brass strap down, listeners. Sorry.
What would you trade to not have a hangover? So, what thing in life? It could be your missus.
Right.
It could be your favourite computer game.
So it's got to be something that that we like,
you
or
covet, you love.
cherish.
Yes.
And you'd prefer the hangover to get rid of it?
So no. What?
was
Yeah.
it?
If you never wanted to hangover again, it could happen, but you had to trade something for that.
I wouldn't do that, to be honest, because
Are you a sensible
I'm a
drink?
4-pint limit person. I know if I have 5, I'll have a headache the next day, and I hate headaches.
I can have a hangover on 4, or I can have a ridiculous session and not.
Yeah, it
So-
does depend on what you've
It
eaten, maybe,
happens, doesn't it?
or how quickly you've drank.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
I think, bizarrely, if I have a variety of drinks, I'm better than if I stuck with one, like one beer brand or one thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of go against the grain on that because most people say don't mix your
It's
drinks.
usually just the one.
No, I'm worse on one.
Ooh.
But maybe because maybe I drink more of the one, but I don't know. Yeah, I've definitely I went out and had a ridiculous amount of drink and was fine the next day to the point where I was scared that something there had to be a payoff, and this is what made me think, what have I done?
Waiting all day.
Yeah,
It's still 5 p.m.
Have I sold my soul for this? Have I?
They are awful, aren't they? They're those kind of things that if you have like an alcohol headache where it's not pills aren't good. I don't mean normal pills, tablets.
Little disco biscuit.
Won't get rid of it, so you just have to wait it out, and it's
Yeah,
awful,
yeah.
isn't it? And then about 5, 6 o'clock on an evening, he just goes,
Fine.
I've got
the pub now.
Yeah, I've got the pub now, yeah.
I find a walk sometimes helps.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, a walk over the cliffs is often nice.
Round.
Around. Yeah, because I think it sweats it out of you. So sometimes
say
if I
you
have a
sweat
bit of
out.
a hangover, I'll go for a nice walk, come home, have a drink of water or whatever,
Yeah.
or a few pints of water, and usually that gets rid of it, unless it's a real stinker of like a real debauchery night.
I had such a horrific hangover a few weeks ago. I honestly would have traded my life for it. It was so bad. I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was just in so much pain. No amount of water, nothing shifted in it. I was just like, just end, just be done.
Gosh, yes. I don't know what I would trade, though. It's difficult because what I was thinking was a good thing to trade would be a food or something that you would eat whilst hungover. You know, like it's always good to eat beige foods when you're hungover. So something that would cure that, like a full English breakfast. But would I get rid of a full English breakfast?
I think it needs to be something that
I could do that. Maybe I could. That would, in fairness, that would be kind of fair. I think, wouldn't it? If I was to get rid of that, to what's the word? To give that up.
Yeah, but you could
Place of
never
hangover.
ever have a full
Could
English
never have
breakfast,
that again.
but not have a. See, for me,
But could I have some of the ingredients of a full English?
No. Yeah, you found a loophole
to
here,
do
haven't
it.
you? Because a full English, it means bacon, sausage, possibly black pudding, cooked tomato, possibly beans, because not everyone does the beans thing.
No, it's not always.
Mushroom. And hash browns are enough. Like I wouldn't bother with a hash. If I did a home cooked one, I'd never have a hash brown. Never have a hash brown at home because you've got to deep fry hash browns or oven cooked. And like, who can be bothered with that when you're doing a breakfast?
Yeah,
Not me.
Not really,
I leave that to
no.
Weatherspoons.
yeah, exactly. Thanks,
So
Tim.
yeah, so I think Tim Weatherspoons.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. So yeah, full English is a good answer because there's definitely a loophole there. So I think what would have to happen in this, because you found the loophole, I think the the gods of hangovers would choose. You would put up. They would know your 3 favourite things. Can be food, could be people, could be anything, and they will choose. You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
But what would you? This is my question. What would you be willing to give up? And yours is a full English.
Yeah, it was a thought. It's the sort of thing that you would
Yeah.
eat when hungover, for example. But there are other things as well. That was just one of many. So.
Yeah, I mean, mine's obviously. I'm thinking food straight away.
Yeah.
Like something like, let's say, a takeaway of it, like a Parmo.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's say I gave that up. So giving that up would actually be healthy for you. But counteracting that would be the fact that I'd never have a hangover, so that therefore there'd be no consequences to drinking as far as I would be concerned, which would be far worse for you, I suspect.
Yeah. This is getting really. I think we need a drink.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do say though that the thing that helps with a hangover is to drink more.
But you wouldn't feel like it though.
Do you know who those people are?
Alcoholics.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm trying to play adverts and it's not working.
What was that?
I have no idea. What was it?
Oh, actually, I do. It was the Daft Hour werewolf. See?
He waits. That's what he does. And I'll tell you what. Tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk. And he missed the bus because he was at the wrong stop. Silly sausage. Check your bus times.
I'm the type of guy that likes to drink a nice cup of joe in the morning. What better way to drink my coffee than carbonated? That's why I drink Nuka Fizzo. What better way to begin your day than with a nice cup of Fizzo? Pardon me, sorry. Did I ruin that? New Kellogg's Windy Pops, the cereal that makes you slop, caca, and poop.
Come on down to Star Wars, the new Jedi-themed General Hospital, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, where you can be treated by characters such as Nurse Windu, Jabba the GP, R2 Detox, and Han Surgeon. You can play with the lightsabers and race around in your light-speed wheelchairs, get treated for various diseases, and eat the best genuine Jedi cuisine.
I was diagnosed with meningitis about a year ago. I came in and they gave me a lumbar puncture using a lightsaber. It was marvellous.
Mister was a very poorly. In fact, the mister was a terrible. And the doctors met.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks. That's a lot better.
I had to bring my daughter in. She was mauled by a dart. They reconstructed her, and now she looks like an Ewok.
Come down to Star Wars, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough. May the nurse be with you. Luke, I am your doctor. Oh, God. What is this? What is it?
Yay! Adverts!
The Daft Hour on CVFM.
Ah, bro. So where are we?
When are we?
Yeah,
Where are you?
where?
Where are you?
Where are we broadcasting from?
We are broadcasting from the many tricks of Morgan Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
All the tricks that we've mentioned.
Yeah, we did. We haven't ever told our listeners that Morgan Fantastic is, in fact, a famous magician.
So famous, in fact, that he made us all forget his stage name.
That's correct.
Which is a really good trick.
Yep.
It's Bob.
Bob Satchel, isn't it?
Bob Satchel, the world-famous magician made from jam.
The world-famous magician made from jam.
The world-famous magician made from jam.
Oh, I went too high there.
You didn't.
You didn't,
That was
mate.
perfect.
You were perfect. The rest of the world was wrong.
Can I have 30 seconds to do a new segment?
Of course you can.
It's called I'm Lying.
I'm lying. I'm lying.
Okay, so did you know that when you're hungover, I just thought of this, you see, links to last section, if you wrap yourself up in doner meat, like a meaty mummy,
meaty mummy,
you get rid of the hangover, full stop. Did you know that?
Meat bandages.
Yeah, meat bandages.
If you search my internet search history, I searched for a meat mummy.
Oh, there you go.
Meat mummy.
That's in my search history.
So that's my lie for the week. I'm
lying. He's lying. He's lying.
He's lying. He's lying. Sorry, I was a bit behind with the theme tune changed a little bit, didn't it? The second time.
What was it the first time?
It was exactly that, but it was both of us in unison.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm lying. I'm lying. That was it.
And then he's lying for the second bit when I've lied.
Not because you've lied. It's past.
It's already. Yeah, that's it. So he's lied for us.
Right,
a big call.
So what is it? He's lying or he's lied for us?
I don't know.
These things are important.
I know.
I'm lying. That's the first bit. Then he's lying. He's lying. He's lied for us.
He's lied for
Like
us.
Okay.
He's lied for us.
So he's lying.
He's lying.
He's lied for us.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
excellent.
Sorted. Right. Okay.
So,
There you go.
Bambi.
Yes.
What's your font?
What's my font?
What's your font?
Well, my font is Comic Sans, obviously.
Is it?
But I'm so sick of Comic Sans. I want another funny font.
It's not very well liked,
It's not.
the old Comic
I'm
Sans,
pretty sure I've told the story on the air before, but I'm going to tell part of it again. I got a disciplinary on my last job because I wrote something on Facebook about the company I was working for, and it was not very good and positive to them.
Yes.
And they printed out what I said and showed me it in my disciplinary, and the printout was in Comic Sans.
Oh, heck.
And I had to sit there with a straight face whilst they read out this statement that I could see in Comic Sans. So therefore, Comic Sans is my favourite font.
So it was a light-hearted telling off.
yeah, exactly.
Put some smiley faces at the end. Lol. That's what you said.
I've never been in trouble at work before, so I genuinely thought I might get the sack.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, he said, "All right, we've come to. I've spoke to HR, and we've come to the decision that no further action will be taken." And I went, "Oh, brilliant! I'm going to phone the missus and let her know that everything's fine." He went, "Oh, were you worried that you were going to get sacked?" I went, "Well, yeah." And they went, "Oh, you'd have to do worse than that to get sacked from this company."
So you got up and smacked him in the face.
So I did. I absolutely whamped him.
Punched him in the face with your foot.
What's your font over there?
I mean, it'd be obvious to say Wingdings, wouldn't it? Because that would be funny having a disciplinary in Wingdings. a car?
Oh, that'd be class.
What else is there?
Semaphore.
Semaphore, that's right.
I like a bit of chiller.
I was just going to say chiller. That's, yeah.
You know, blood.
Because it's like, it's a horror writing.
It's very, use it for very important information.
I expect the Count, I think you know which one I mean, writes his emails in chiller.
Yeah. I'm going to get my will written in chiller.
I can't picture chiller.
Oh, do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'll bring it up for you.
Brilliant, because this works for radio.
In fact, I'm going to highlight from my document that I have here the word Weemstock.
Weemstock in chiller.
And I'm going to put it in chiller, baby.
Chiller.
Oh my god, it looks even better now.
Oh, Weemstock.
Weem, mate, if you're still listening, get your festival posters done.
in chiller.
In bloody chiller, mate. Check that out. Weemstock.
Yeah.
Mate, that is
20-year anniversary. It's going to be a chiller, baby. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, put it in red, it looks like it's blood.
Yeah, there's a bit of
Chiller.
threat to that.
Yeah.
It's like, come along, it's going to be exciting, but at the same time, watch out.
Or it could be fecal matter.
It could be poo on the wall.
Poo on the wall.
That's
Kate
another
Bush's
fun.
new album.
I mean, we do have some funny names for albums, and some of them we definitely could not read out on.
That's true. We were looking at some of them earlier.
So, Morgan unfortunately couldn't join us this week.
He's been very busy,
He's
hasn't
been
he?
very busy. He's been throwing coins at the moon.
Yeah.
And trying to catch a bit of luck with the coins on the way back down. Because he believes that throwing coins at the moon captures the moon luck. Because he's a lunatic.
Yeah. You know what else he's been doing?
What's he been doing?
He's been coughing really loudly at quiet sporting events.
What a muppet!
Like that snooker.
That snooker. Did you see the thing at that snooker where someone put a whoopee cushion?
Oh yes, I did actually. Yeah,
that was very
No
funny.
way, that's class.
That is very funny.
That's very funny.
They had to stop play whilst people giggled away.
Just hear it from.
I love that. They just can't. Oh no, I can't concentrate when people are giggling. Come on. Sorry.
The chap got up and said, "Oh, it's not funny now."
Crazy.
And the whole audience were like, "Ah, this is better than the snooker." Yeah. I mean, that's all you deserve now. Not you personally, just the humans. That's all they deserve. Farts, pumps, poo, fecal matter, all that.
All that.
You don't deserve anything better, do you?
No, you don't. None of yous. Not a single one of yous deserves better than none of you know anything now.
You all deserve poo and pumps and bums and stuff.
No, for you. No, you're not having any dinner. You're not having any dinner or any high art. No poems, no books to read. Pumps and bums. That's it.
You want substance? No. You want some news? Not happening. You're just having a pump.
No more newspapers.
That's it. There's no more newspapers.
You want some vaccines for this terrible disease? Not happening.
I got you all in check.
Oh dear.
Who was that person's voice everyone was doing there?
I don't know.
It was the collective clown.
Yes. Collective clown. Nana.
None of the clown.
Nana the clown. Who's just like,
Want some biscuits? Yeah.
pie in the face.
Eat that. I'm going to pull a three-legged, one-eyed Belgian sog out of a hat.
Do we have...
I'm going to knit you a nightmare.
I'm going to knit you. Oh, none of the clowns knitting nightmares again. Oh. And she does it to the Murder She Wrote theme tune.
Imagine that. But it starts
the
melting.
needles clanking.
It starts proper melting. And her eyes glow green. Not red, green. Yeah. Anyway,
It's Clown Nana.
Right, hang on.
Or Nana the Clown.
Clown Nana.
Do we... Oh, no, this is the point. This is the point.
Jimmy's just writing that down.
Yeah,
We're going to name the show, I think.
Oh, I've got a few options for you.
Okay.
If you want to hear them.
Of the week. Name the show of the week.
Name the show.
I love it. Well, we've got a couple of good contenders this week from what I've heard.
Yeah.
So we've got Binned Chicken, Crappy Puddle, It's No, and Big Bitch Butterfly. So you've got four there. Or none of them.
We could call it Adam Jarrett Comedian, who's been very quiet during today's show. But thanks for coming on.
But anyway,
I hope you're all right as well.
Can you give me those options again? Sorry.
Yeah, of course I can. So there's Binned Chicken, Crappy Puddle, It's No,
Right.
and Big Bitch Butterfly.
Big Bitch Butterfly gets my vote.
I might have to go along with you because that's quite funny, and I like the alliteration.
I like the alliteration
It
too.
is good.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Big Bitch Butterfly. What was your nice bit of
Big Bitch Butterfly of the week? There's different ones.
Get rid of it. You did something with alliteration earlier on. I think it was T's. What was your T alliteration? There was more in that.
Have a look.
It was very good.
At what I said.
I think it was in reference to what Morgan Fantastic's been up to.
Has been taking time to travel to top table tennis tournaments.
That was a good one.
That's what he's been doing. So we're coming to the end of the show, and it's time for Song of the Week. But before that, we'll say bye. Stay daft. Oh, what?
I was just going to say a quick reminder about Weemstock. The 20-year anniversary of Weemstock at Dr. Brown's on the 25th of July, 2 till midnight.
Whoa.
Get yourselves there or be a square. Bye, 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 bye,
Can't say that.